my beautiful people. It's Wonderful Wednesday. I'm April Roll, your ER doctor online, and today's video is a part of my Grow Some Food series for October 2022. If you're new to my channel, every first Wednesday of the month, I give you an update of my backyard, take you on a tour, and show you the food that I'm growing in my backyard, what has happened since last month's video, and whether or not I've done any updates, made any changes to the garden as I did last month in my video. And also I show you if I'm growing any plants indoor that I pretty much plan to transfer to the backyard in the future. So if you are interested in seeing what's going on for October 2022, then just stay tuned. So quickly, I'm gonna show you the Milsbo, I'll put it in the description box, but the Milsbo cabinets that I turned into like an indoor garden, kind of, because as you can see, there's not much in there. But over here, I do have some, okay, no, Leo. I do have, this way. I do have some, okay, now that Leo's over there, this is the avocado here in the center. This is an avocado. Okay, no, Leo. This is an avocado I got from my local farmer's market, and it was just a small variety avocado. Sorry, let me get Leo to the side and just close the glass because he's clearly trying to get into the cabinet. So yes, that is a small variety avocado that I basically just put in a cup, just like this one. This is actually a Haas avocado, but it never grew, so I'm probably gonna throw it in the garbage or compost it or something. I don't know, but it's not growing. So this is like I said, it's a small variety avocado, and it's doing beautifully. The leaves are nice and green, and they're gorgeous. And I'm probably going to transfer this to some soil. I have to get a decent pot that I can keep in here. And I'm probably gonna keep this in the house for like a year before I take it outside and start trying to harden it off and get it ready for the outdoors. And then this is my gorgeous soursop plant. It does have roots in there. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a soursop that I bought from my local farmer's market, Brothers Farmer's Market here in Broward County, Florida. And it is doing beautifully. So now I am going to go to the outdoors. So here is my garden. I'm going to pan as I always do. I am here in zone 10B in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is what my backyard looks like after Hurricane Ian. Thankfully, we were kind of missed. We just got wind and some rain, not too much. Prayers for anyone who has had any loss or damage during Hurricane Ian this last month, September 2022. So I'm going to get in here really close and show you some things. First thing I want to show you is, this doesn't look like much, but this is a sugar apple. I think I mentioned to you guys that my parents' sugar apple tree was actually producing, whereas the same one I had for like 2 years never produced, and it pretty much died. So I air layered it, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but as the leaves come back, because pretty much this happens, and I think it's just going through transplant shock, the leaves will come back, so I will give you updates on that. But I just want to make a note to you guys and to myself, October 2022 is when we started the journey with that. So next update is going to be, so let me point out everything if you're new. These are dwarf cavendish banana trees. This is an avocado that was given to me. I planted it, started it indoors, and look at it now. This is a ruby red grapefruit back there. This is a soursop tree back there. This is a sapodilla tree that's getting huge. This is a mango, dwarf mango tree. This is a starfruit tree, and way back there is a Barbados cherry. Here are my torpedo pots that I kind of reduced down to 4 pots. That's gonna change, but you know, whenever the other avocado, the other soursop, and this bad boy, whenever they're ready, I am going to put them in torpedo pots and see how that goes. So let's get in a little close. I do want to show you something here. Let me get this banana leaf out of the way. This ginormous banana leaf. Okay, so here, if you remember in the last video, I told you that my poor little 2 sapodillas that were getting terrorized by ants pretty much died, right? Lo and behold, I found another sapodilla. Now, for reference, I'm gonna pan over to the dead one. Where is it? Right there. That's the one where I put the little diatomaceous earth and it pretty much dried up. So I learned my lesson, and I am not gonna do that with this one, right? It's growing. They're kind of slow growing, but it is doing well. It's bigger than the last time I saw it last month. So yeah, happy about that. Now let's zoom out and get over and get some close-ups of some other stuff. The star apple tree doing nicely. The Barbados cherries, even though there were blooms on it last month, I haven't seen any cherries come onto it. So that's the update for that. The updates for the Scotch bonnet pepper, it is growing some leaves, so that's good. It's catching itself after the transplant to this bigger pot. This Chicago hardy fig tree is getting on some leaves, so I'm so grateful for that. This, I think this is no, this isn't an Olympia. I think this is a brown turkey. Yes, this one's in Olympia, but the brown turkey fig is putting on some very nice and luscious new growth. I cannot wait until this thing produces some figs, because I was just put onto figs and I had my first actual like fresh fig. You know, I know it's late in life, but I had my first fig last year, fresh fig, and it was amazing. So I just want to grow my own. This is the Olympia fig. So guys, out of the 3 fig trees, as you can see, this has no leaves. It's not dead. It'll put back on leaves, but right now it doesn't have any. So if you look at all the figs, I only have 3. Hopefully that'll change in the future, but right now I just want to, you know, tend to what I have and actually produce some fruit, because this one produced fruit last year, but not since. So the Olympia fig was showing out. When I first got it from the nursery, it was loaded with leaves. It was beautiful, and right now it's dropped all its leaves. Now the brown turkey fig is showing out. Luckily, thank God, my air conditioning unit turned off, but the brown turkey fig is showing out, and my Chicago hardy is putting back on some leaves up here and down here. So I'm very happy about that, and hopefully next year, because I think we're too late in the year now, it's October, they're not going to give me any fruit, and I'm okay with that. But as long as I can get them healthy and I can get them producing, I'm all good with that. So I am going to back out here and then pan one more time and then go back and sit on the couch. Okay? So there you have it, my October 2022 Grow Some Food series update. Things I want to point out for both myself and for you so that we can remember on this basically documentary of my Grow Some Food series journey. I want to point out some things to note so that when I look back or you look back video, we can know when things started or where they were in their growth journey. So first thing to point out is there is a sapodilla on the tree. Yay! So we will be documenting the growth of that and hopefully all the way to its maturity and ripeness and taste test because the ants have gotten all the ones before. Second is the sugar apple transplant. When that gets a little bigger, I will put in the video about the air layering process and my dad cutting it off and planting it and giving it to me and all that kind of stuff. So the sugar apple. So that's sapodilla and sugar apple. The third and fourth thing, those are the soursop seedling or plantling, whatever you want to call it, in the indoor cabinet, indoor garden, and or greenhouse, whatever. And then the avocado. So that is a documentation just to follow those on their journey. Eventually they will be up planted into bigger pots. They will remain indoor plants until they're kind of hardy enough to go outside, and then I'm going to put those in the torpedo pots and see how that goes, because I already have, even though it's a different variety, I already have a an avocado that is in a grow bag and a soursop tree that is in a container growing, because I do container gardening in my backyard. My whole backyard is covered with a camouflage tarp, just in case you didn't know that's what that was. I will be able to compare the growth in the grow bags and containers with the growth of these trees in the torpedo pots, because my larger torpedo pots are pretty much the same size as the pots all my other fruit trees are in. So that will be something to document as well. So I'm very excited about that, even though this is the very early stage for the sugar apple, the soursop seedling in the greenhouse in the indoor, and the new avocado that's in the indoor greenhouse. I'm very excited to follow along those, and I'm very hopeful to see what it will bring. I know people say it takes 10 years or whatever for avocados, and sometimes they don't even grow, and even when they do, they don't taste good, but whatever, you know, this is experimental. This is the whole point, okay? Grow your own food, see what happens. It's trial and error, it's nature. That's why we're here, right? So I am so happy that you came along with me on this journey, on this tour. If you have any well, first of all, if you like this video and share it with a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for all of the future updates. And you can see all the past videos too, to see where I've come from and where I am now. If you have any questions or comments, please put those in the comment section below. If you have any tips about, you know, growing the things that's in my backyard, or if you have any suggestions for things that grow well in containers and you want to see that added to my garden, put that in the comment section below as well. But as always, thank you for sharing this wonderful Wednesday with me. Be blessed and stay healthy.